Oh, I hope this is working. Feel free to post if you know it is, so that I know it is. Welcome. I'm Jessica Hentoff, Jessica the Circus Lady, and this is the Circus Harmony Up in the Air live stream hosted on City Museum's Facebook page. Thanks for joining us. I hope you have your Defy Gravity coffee, which you can get on our website at circusharmony.org. I'm going to show a little video while we're waiting for more people to join us. If this is your first time, you should know I'm a bit of a techno peasant. So we'll see if we have any technological glitches. This video that I am going to show you is from our recent show, The Balancing Act. The link is in the description, and we hope that you will go and see The Balancing Act. It's online. I'm going to show you a partner acrobatic act by 3 young men. Again, of course, that's if this works. I was told there was a better way to do this. I have not yet figured it out. So here we go, I hope. Oh no. Come on, computer, you can do it.
But because of his ADHD, he has not had much interest in team sports.
Well. You'll have to go to the actual movie to see it, which you can access. I don't know why it was doing that, and I hope it doesn't do that later. That was a little piece of the Bailey Brothers Partner Acrobatic Act from The Balancing Act. The Balancing Act, Walking the Pandemic Tightrope, was a show that we just presented online, giving the pandemic perspective of some of our students and alumni on how they are keeping their balance in this very unbalanced time. And it was their view not just on the pandemic, but also on the presidential election, the fight for social justice and racial equity in this country, and just where they're at right now. So I do hope that you will go to watch this video. It's about 55 minutes long. You can access it by going to the Circus Harmony website. You can also find the link in the description of this live stream, but it's called The Balancing Act. And please share it with everybody you know, because these young people are the ones who are going to be most impacted by everything that is going on now. So I think it's very important that their voices be heard. Now, Circus Harmony is based inside City Museum. The last scene in the movie breaks my heart. You'll have to let me know what you think of it, because we're not performing there right now. We are doing private lessons in the ring. We're doing group lessons outside, masked and socially distanced, and we're doing a number of online Zoom classes. We're taking registration now for our November classes. You can register online at circusharmony.org/registration. So we hope you will. And you're the first ones to hear this. I think we're going to do mini winter break camps in the ring. We're keeping an eye on the numbers. We're seeing what's happening in the world and with science, and we will let you know. But right now, sign up to take private lessons or outside mass socially distanced lessons, or we can Zoom to you or your group. We're actually going to people's backyards, and as long as we can keep distance and everybody's mask, we can also do a class for your pod bubble or just your family or special event. We do Zoom shows as well. And again, the 6 feet circus, which is 6-foot circus, is outside masked and socially distanced. So we are happy to bring the big top under your rooftop. Now, along with those classes, we are still offering our juggling and unicycling clubs. Any level, any age, any prop, all are welcome. And our next guest is a member of both the unicycling and juggling club. She also takes some of our other classes, including the very challenging 20-20-20 conditioning class by Miss Eliana Grace. And she is the mother to 3 of our youth circus performers who you just saw in that little acrobatic clip, and the wife to another person who comes to our juggling club. So I'm very, very happy to welcome, by herself without her family. Well, we think, because those of us who are mothers know you're kind of never really by yourself without your family. But please welcome to the Up in the Air live stream, the lovely, the leaping Leah Bailey. Yay, technology worked.
Yay.
Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for all the things that you do with Circus Harmony, for Circus Harmony. In fact, if you've all been enjoying Maple, she did Miss Maple's costume. She did the name on the back of Miss Maple's costume. If you see our logo places, it's very possibly thanks to Leah. So how did you end up running away and joining the circus with your whole family?
Well, I just followed the kids. They showed interest in the circus from a very young age. The oldest were 5 and 7. So that's 9 years ago, I guess. That's when they took their first circus class, and they took it slow.
We were offering mini camps for little kids, and Keaton was the counselor.
Yes. So they did, it was like a half-day summer camp. And then they took some homeschool classes, and they liked the circus. They were into it, but we were balancing a lot of other sports and activities at that time. And then the circus came to Ferguson in 2015, shortly after the unrest here. Circus Harmony came and did Peace Through Pyramids Ferguson, and we're offering classes just down the block at the library. And all 3 boys were able to sign up then, and they never stopped. So that's how they got started. Right. And I'm, the transporter. I take them everywhere, and so I was spending a lot of time watching the kids do circus, and occasionally I'd pick up a few balls while they're in the middle of a class and try a little juggling, which was really hard. And then I saw there was, juggling and unicycle clubs that anybody could sign up for. And we thought this would be something really fun we could try to do together. And my husband Lou and I were a little slow at learning, but it's proven to be something that...
We try and tell people not to compare themselves to others in the class.
Well, I'm just saying, as adults, we were much slower to pick up on it than our kids.
And I tell everybody that for unicycling, one of the first St. Louis arches, Donald Hughes, literally learned how to unicycle in 20 minutes. Myself personally, when I started learning, it took me 6 months. So anything in between is normal.
Yeah, or maybe even a little longer. You know, and I still consider myself, you know, beginner compared to my kids, or a novice compared to them. Even though it's been about 2.5 years since I first, you know, sat on one.
Fun when you come and you're still learning.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And that's what's really cool about it is, you know, it has been a slow process, but I can see that progress. And, you know, I try something over and over and over again. But as long as I know, you know, if I keep this up, I'll get it. And so far I have. There's a lot of things I haven't learned yet, but
I know we were doing the adult class. We finally had enough people and we were doing the adult class and we were going to start getting ready for your show.
Yeah.
And then the pandemic struck. And I don't know if it was because of you entirely, but Karen Leah, one of our other parents, joined the adult class, joined the unicycle club. And I remember this moment where like her eyes lit up and she's like, now I understand why the kids come. And it's so great for them. It's that moment where you have been working on a trick and you do get it.
Yes, it's amazing.
Of a young man who's now at Circus College at Oliver's at École Nationale de Cirque in Montreal, and her daughter Anna is here, and they're both in the show doing an act together. And you guys are in, that's the video I'm going to show in a little while, is your family unicycle act.
Yes. And that was a process itself. You know, like you said, we were in the adult class and Lou and I were going to do a partner unicycle act. And so we were practicing riding in the ring, which is tough.
Because it's carpeted, but now it'll be easier because we put in the new mat, the post-COVID mat.
Yeah, we're looking forward to trying that. So we just started thinking about how could we do this act together. And then things shut down and we made sure to bring all our unicycles home when we realized we probably wouldn't be coming back for a while. And that was something that we could practice together. And originally, when you suggested we put together a 5-person act, it seemed like, well, when are we ever going to do this? You know, we're just home for a little bit and then the kids will do their own shows and maybe Lou and I will do this one show together. But it turned out to be a really fruitful goal to put this together, and you know the kids got to contribute and we got to contribute and we got to do this together and struggle together and learn together, and it's a pretty good act. And we recorded the one from the balancing act about, I don't know, 6 weeks ago maybe, and we've already started building and changing and adding new things.
Yeah, I'm gonna post some of those new tricks to get people excited. And the first time you guys did the act, was that for the drive-by surprise?
Yes.
We moved from practicing at the library to St. Stephen's the Vine in Ferguson because there was more room. And early in the pandemic, you said, can you come watch the act? We want you to come see it. And it didn't even occur to me to go, I can see it online. So I went to the parking lot and you guys had organized this phenomenal like drive-by appreciation parade. And your act debuted there. And then you were the first guest that we had on the Up in the Air live stream. So thanks. But it's very rare to see you by yourself. You do also have a real job. You want to tell us what that is? That's pretty important.
So I just finished my degree at the end of last year, and I'm working as a GIS analyst, geographical information systems. I work on maps, basically. So I work remotely. So I'm a veteran. I was in the Air Force, which was part of why I was able to finish my degree now. I took advantage of the GI Bill, which was awesome. And so through some connections that I had and that my husband had when we were military, this company was able to give me an internship, and then that internship turned into a part-time job. So it's nice that I can work from home and I can make my own hours.
Because you are also homeschooling your 3 boys.
Yes, which is also a full-time
job. Yeah.
Yes. So
she's the mother of 3 homeschoolers, or the mother of 3 former homeschoolers, but we all made it, and they're all off in the world and living circus lives, actually.
Yeah. So they are actually probably on their way home from their private aerial class that they take at the City Museum on Tuesdays. So it's nice that they, can still take a class because it's the 3 of them and they're masked and so it's fair. It's, I feel that it's safe for them to be there taking a class together.
And I should mention, people can go to City Museum. It's open, it's spacious, it's big. They're going to be doing the blowing the pumpkins off the roof thing, and everybody loves that. But when you go to City Museum, you might see people practicing in the ring. So you won't see a show. You can't come in unless you have a private, but you can always see what's going on in the ring. And when people buy their tickets, use the code GOHARMONY, and a small percentage of the ticket sales will go to Circus Harmony because we are a nonprofit. I want to thank you also. You were one of the teams on our big fundraiser that went along with the balancing act, and we raised $65,998 in 24 hours.
That's incredible.
It's very incredible because that's going to help us keep walking across the pandemic tightrope. So thank you for all your organizing, for all your schlepping, because you're one of the ones who also helps with bringing equipment to our outside classes and to our shows. And
maybe I'll get to use that CDL again one of these days to drive the circus bus.
Yeah, I need to go turn on that bus so it turns over. But yeah, we are moving forward because we are going to make it across this pandemic tightrope, and we're going to be ready when we hit the other side to keep going by doing everything now. So you take one of the conditioning classes.
Yeah.
Would you recommend that to other people? You take
absolutely. Yeah, I do Eliana's 2020 class,
which is, and tell people what we keep calling it.
So it's 20 it's 20 reps of 20 exercises in 20 minutes. And Eliana switches it up a little bit. So some days it'll be, we're going to mostly work on legs, or we're mostly going to work on arms or abs and cardio. Whatever she chooses that day, it's always a really good workout, and we feel a little sore the next day. But it's nice because, anybody's got 20 minutes.
Right.
It's easy to find that.
Break, actually, some of the classes are set up as lunch break. I want to ask you one more thing, and then I'm going to let you go so you have a little free time before they all come home. But you have 3 sons who, like my 3 children, are very, very different personalities.
Oh, yeah.
And yet they all have found something in the circus. You want to talk a little bit about that? I mean, they could not be more different, your 3 boys.
Yeah. The circus has everything. There's, one of my kids is super high energy, super active, and really strong and aware of his body, his positioning. And so he likes to tumble. That's his favorite thing to do is flips. He flips everywhere.
His name is Philip, and we call him Flip.
He is a flipper. I have one who's very, he's kind of quiet and serious and focused, and he has taken right to juggling because that's something that he can focus on, and he can immediately see the rewards of learning a new trick. And I have one that's kind of like eclectic. He likes all the things, but he would say his favorite thing is unicycling.
And he's, like, breaking records. He's certainly broken all the Circus Harmony records, and we think he's getting close to some Guinness records too,
Yeah.
on the unicycle.
And you know, he makes it look so easy. But he's also a really good teacher to teach me how to do things. And my other sons are
your
too.
oldest son. So we're talking about Elliot is the oldest, Dennis is the middle, and Flipper is the youngest. Elliot's been a phenomenal teacher. That's really one of his true talents. But that's what I also like about the circus is we help the young people find their own strengths and then show them strengths that they didn't know they had and stretch them, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally to do some things that they didn't know they can do. And then to watch how they react when they realize they've done something is part of what keeps me coming back for all these years. So, well, thanks. I'm so excited. We will get to that adult show somehow. And meanwhile, thanks for everything you do and that your whole family is a circus family. You got to get Marvel the dog to be jumping. I know you got him that little clown dog collar.
Well, thank you. We love being a part of the circus, and Circus Harmony has become our family.
It is. And we're thrilled to have you in the family. And I'm going to now show, I don't know what happened with the tumbling act. So hopefully we'll show the whole unicycle act.
Great. I can't wait.
Luck.
Thank you.
Thanks very much, Leah. Bye. Okay, folks, here we go. It's always an adventure when I go to something technical. So that is another
Found
part
Circus Harmony
of
summer camp the summer
goodness.
of 2000.
Yep, just giving you a little taste of some of the testimonials that you'll see if you go to watch the balancing act. But hopefully you will now see the Bailey family unicyclist.
So our whole family has run away and joined the circus. I swear we didn't plan it this way. It's just sort of happened. It started innocently enough. The kids knew from their first forward roll and spinning plate that they wanted to be a part of the circus. They've trained hard and have been given the opportunity to perform as clowns, acrobats, jugglers, unicyclers, contortionists, and aerialists. But most importantly, Circus Harmony has taught them to have confidence in themselves, to trust in others, and to work as a team. As a longtime fan of the circus, I knew how much joy it could bring an audience, but I didn't realize the impact it would have on my family. I love Circus Harmony. I'd go as far as to say I'm one of their biggest fans. And Lou was definitely the most enthusiastic. We'd watch the flying children perform every week, and were continuously awed and amazed by the immense talent of the students. But Circus Harmony provides these kids with more than just a physical outlet. Our children are learning important life skills: focus, teamwork, confidence, trust, leadership, and adaptability. And couldn't we all benefit from more focus, trust, and confidence? Knowing that Circus Harmony offered clubs and classes for adults too, we decided to add to our typical roles of spectator and cheerleader and started joining the kids at Unicycle Club. We've never had so much fun as a family. Learning to ride a unicycle has taught me that I can still learn new and difficult things, and that perseverance pays off. When Circus Harmony turned off the lights in the ring back in March, we had no idea what the future held. We were naively optimistic that we'd shelter in place for a few weeks, and then we'd return to training and performing as usual. But before it even became obvious that this quarantine would last, Circus Harmony came up with a plan and immediately moved online, offering a myriad of classes to anyone in the world. These classes help break up the monotony of our days. They keep us connected and active, and they ensure that circus remains in our lives. Unicycling has become our favorite class. As a family, it's wonderful to have an activity that we can do together. When the pandemic started, Jessica gave us the goal of creating an act. We had been writing for 2 years at this point. It didn't seem like Lou and I were ready to join our boys in a performance. They had been at this a lot longer than us. And frankly, they were just better than us. I felt like we, or at least I would, be dragging them down. But the boys were game. They had patience with us as we fumbled through learning new tricks that didn't seem possible at the time. When we would inevitably fall, the boys were mostly encouraging. They'd make suggestions on how to improve our skills and rework the act. They were teaching us, and we learned that if we approach a new trick with an open mind and believe in ourselves and in each other, we can do some amazing things. As a parent, it's easy to use those words to tell my kids that, but how often do I really model this and challenge myself? Unicycling is our favorite circus discipline, and it's become our favorite pandemic activity. We get to spend time together outside working on something as a family. It takes Lou and I out of the sidelines, onto unicycles and into leotards. Circus Harmony has given all of us a chance to find excitement and joy in learning a new trick, to be bold and daring, to have a creative outlet to be ourselves, and to work through challenges, all while strengthening our relationship as a family. Thank you. Circus Harmony is a
Yay! Yay! Thank you, thank you. Also, Glormar is watching from Puerto Rico. Hi, Glormar. And that reminds me that you, in addition to all your other roles, you've hosted both Puerto Rican and German exchange students for us. Thank you for that. And when we showed the balancing act on Saturday night, when it made its premiere, there were people watching from 35 states, the District of Columbia, Puerto Rico, Germany, Hungary, Canada, and Australia, which is amazing. And we hope more people watch. So thanks very much. I'm gonna let you go, move on to Maple's trick of the day, and then I have to meet your sons and some other students for one of our online classes.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks so much. Bye, Leah.
Bye.
So I do hope that everybody watching will go to our website, circusharmony.org, and watch the full balancing act. And right now is that awkward moment where we move the camera on the computer on the floor. And Miss Maple's warming up. You warmed up, Miss Maple? Yes? Are you awake? So when we left last week, Miss Maple was working on a new trick. So she's still working on it. It's my fault we haven't been working on it a lot. Can you come over here? And it's for her to be like a little pig in a blanket and to roll up in a blanket. Are you awake? Wake up, wake up. Ready? So the first part is laying down on the blanket. She's got that, put your nose down, good girl. The second part is picking up the blanket. Can you pick it up? Can you pick it up? Pick it up. Good girl. And now we're working on holding it. Pick it up. Hold it. Nope. Pick it up. Pick it up. Good. Hold it. Good. Now we know that she can already roll over, so we're trying to get her to hold it while she rolls over. We'll see how she does. She hasn't done it yet. You never know. Ready? Pick it up. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Roll over. Hold it. Roll over. Roll over. Roll over. Roll over. Good girl. She didn't quite hold it, but she's getting it. So we'll keep practicing. Can you go to the circus? Go to the circus. Go to the circus. We'll keep practicing and we'll, oh, what's in the circus? Why, of course it is. It's Circus Harmony's Defy Gravity Coffee. Let me show them. And you can order this wonderful Guatemalan Colombian coffee on our website. It's whole beans, roasted fresh when you order it. So please order some Defy Gravity Coffee. You have some at home too? Can you bring me the coffee? Bring me the coffee. No, you're just gonna stay home? Maple, you have coffee at home? Bring me the coffee. No, in your house. Maple, bring me the coffee. Come on, bring me the coffee. Bring me the coffee. Oh, come on, don't let me get it myself. Bring me the coffee. Maple. Good. Bring it to me. Bring it to me. That's my girl. Very nice. Can you take a little bow? All right. Now, Miss Maple has also been working on her single hoop jump. Her double hoop jump 2 at a time, and the famous carousel trick. Wait, go the other way, remember? No, go this way. Carousel? Carousel, you were doing so well. Let's try again. Ready? Carousel. Carousel? Good girl. Come on, come on. Pretty good. And of course, her famous leap through the hoop. A fake fire! Go! Go! The marvelous Miss Maple. You want to sit? So that they can see the beautiful personalized dress that Miss Leah made you. Come over here. Take a bow. Take a bow. Yep, come back. You were doing so well. Take a bow. Remember? Take a bow. Good. Was that a bow? It was not a bow. Let's try again. See, you get to see live failures on Facebook. Good girl. That's kind of good. Go home. Nope, sorry. Go to the circus. Go to the circus. Stay. Good girl. And that's the conclusion of this episode of the Up in the Air live stream. Don't forget, you can go to circusharmony.org to order your Defy Gravity coffee. Please do. It's delicious. You can also book classes. We're booking November classes now online. You can join the juggling or unicycling club anytime. And if you want to book something to come to you, masked, socially distanced outside, you can do that. Private lessons in the ring, also available. And of course, keep an eye out for our winter mini camp. Don't forget to go to City Museum and throw a pumpkin off the roof. It's very, very satisfying. You could write 2020 on the pumpkin before you throw it off. This is Jessica Hentoff. You've been watching our Up in the Air live stream. Thank you to City Museum for hosting us. Don't forget to go watch the balancing act, Walking the Pandemic Tightrope. It is a compelling show featuring the voices of our students and alumni and our special guest today, Leah Bailey. Bye. Thanks for letting me make your day a circus day. You know, I should figure out how to turn this off better next time. But really, thanks for letting me make your day a circus day.